Hello, hello, hello. As promised, I want to talk about love today. So I'm going to wait for a couple of people to come on in. We'll listen to the birds chirping. It's beautiful out here. It's a beautiful day outside today. Hey, bro, what's up? How you doing? Share this video for me. As you come in, as people come in, like, comment, share. I want to talk about love today, and there's a specific reason why I'm going to be talking about love. So I am going to try and wait for a couple people to come in, and if not, they can just catch the replay, and I'll just talk about love because it's a beautiful day to talk about love. So, yeah. Hope you're good, bro. It is a beautiful day. It was almost 90 degrees today. It was crazy, but nice sunny day outside. I'm sitting out on my porch again. This might be my new video spot for the summer. I'm not sure. It's very peaceful out here, and this is my quiet space in the morning. So this might be my new spot where I start doing videos. I don't know. I hear bees, I hear birds, the tree is behind me, so it's very serene and quiet. It's a nice quiet place. So anyway, I'm not gonna wait any longer because part of me is just impatient, and I'm not one of those people that's gonna wait 5-10 minutes for people to come on and watch my video. People can catch the replay. So today I want to talk about love, and I want to talk about love because today is my anniversary. Hey Jack, I am celebrating, I bet you do. I am celebrating 8 years of being married to my husband. And so I wanted to come and talk about love because for a long time I had given up on love. I thought I wasn't worthy of love, and I thought that I would never be in a happy, committed, loving relationship. And so I just wanted to come on here and encourage you today that it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what you've been through, that love can and will find you. I was 38 years old when I met my husband. Hey Liz. Was not looking for love. Most of you who know me know I had been in a relationship for 12 years. I'd never been married. It was a volatile relationship. And so I had taken time off. I took about 4 years off because I decided that I didn't want to be in a relationship. I just wanted to find myself again, figure out who I was. And really, I was just in that phase of like, I don't want a man, I don't need a man. And through all of that, when I wasn't looking for love, love found me. If you know me, and you know me and Kenny, and you know our story, you know that we met because we were both in a wedding, and that is how we met. And you know, he wasn't looking for love, I wasn't looking for love, and in the midst of us kind of both going through our own healing processes, we were put in a situation, and we both completely believed that it was God ordained, how we met and how our courtship kind of came to be. I was living in Delaware, he was living in West Virginia, so you know, it was a long distance relationship, 3 hours apart. And I will tell you though, meeting my now husband was the best thing and the best gift that God ever gave me, because not only did he come into my life and help me with my healing, he came into my life and he helped my children, he loved on my children. And so very quickly he showed me who he was as a man and as a person. And he allowed me to go through my healing process. He helped with my healing process. And I just want to put this out here because I was a single mom, and there were so many things that I was anxious about. There were so many things that I felt like, oh my gosh, if he finds this out, he's not going to want to be with me. Or if he knows this, he's not going to want to be with me. And I'm not even talking about heavy stuff. I'm talking about like my finances. I'm talking about, not being able to maybe pay bills, maybe, just basic things that I felt that were my own insecurities, that were my own imperfections. And so I felt like, oh my gosh, if he knows that I'm struggling financially, he's not going to want to have anything to do with me. If he knows that sometimes I'm not as confident as maybe I perceive to be, he's not going to want to be with me. If he knows that, I haven't worked for a while, he's not going to want to be with me. And so these were all things that played in my mind and in my head that I thought were going to, eliminate me, right? And that I didn't see my own value. And so I want to encourage, especially single women out there, that there is a man who is going to love you with all of your flaws, with all of your imperfections, and he's going to see the God in you, and he's going to see behind all those things that you deem are imperfections. He's going to see beyond all those things that you deem you ineligible, right? That deem you to be not up to snuff, right? He's going to see beyond all of that and see your heart. He's going to see the love, and he's going to see the joy. He's going to see the fruit of the Spirit in you. He's going to see the gifts in you. And not only will he see those gifts, but he's going to help manifest them. He's going to help bring them to pass. He's going to help you grow. He's going to help you get to the place in God where God wants you to be if you're not already there. Listen, I met my husband in 2009. And in 2009, I had just come off of a really difficult year. But in 2009, God was doing some things in my life, some amazing things in my life, and growing me. And very early on, people had told me that I had been called to ministry and to do all these things. And Kenny was one of those people that kept saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do in the kingdom? What are you going to do in ministry? And so he was pushing me from the very beginning because he saw things in me that I didn't even see in myself. And so I just want to encourage you that as you wait for love, continue to wait, continue to seek God, continue to know that he has a plan and that he has someone that is going to love you unconditionally, that's going to love you with everything that they have, right? And that there is somebody out there who will accept you and accept your children and love your children like you love your children, who's going to enhance your life. It's all possible. I am living proof that this is all possible. And if you continue to seek God and you continue to lean in him, God will allow the man that he has designed for you to find you. And he will allow that man to pour into you. And he will allow that man to love you. And he will allow that man to protect you. And he will allow that man to pursue you. And he will allow that man to be the priest of your home. And he will allow that man to help with your healing. So I just want to encourage you tonight to keep waiting, keep holding on, and don't give up on love. I also want to share that in marriage, in 8 years of marriage, I used to watch fairy tales. I tell this to people all the time. I used to watch fairy tales when I was younger. I watched Disney movies and I watched Grimm's fairy tales, which sometimes are a little grim. And I, read all the books about the prince coming and sweeping the princess off of her feet. And, Rapunzel laid down her hair and the prince came up and Cinderella lost her slipper and all these things that we as women watch, as children and as little girls, and we watch the fairy tales, right? And then we grow up and we realize that they really are fairy tales, right? That there are real life situations that come into play. There are situations that maybe sometimes we're not even prepared for. And even in marriage, we watch movies and we watch TV shows and everything is perfect. And some shows, they talk about the real life situations. But when we grow up, we're fed this fantasy. And what I've come to learn in my 8 years of marriage is that marriage is about service and it's about forgiveness. Because if you can serve each other, really authentically with love and with caring and compassion, then it becomes easier to forgive when things happen. It becomes easier to forgive maybe when your spouse has said something to you that maybe has irritated you or it hits your heart in such a way and it triggers you, right? But marriage is about service and forgiving quickly. Hey, Donna. Because if you can serve your spouse and they can serve you, then that can grow your love experience. And if you can forgive and forgive quickly, not holding a grudge. And when I say quickly, I mean quickly. I mean not holding a grudge for 2 days, walking around the house, not speaking to each other, or, not say, one person sleeping on the couch and one sleeping in this room. Forgive quickly, because that's a sign of love, right? Right? Forgive quickly. As the Lord has forgiven us, right? We must too also forgive quickly. So I just wanted to share what I've learned in marriage. It's about service and forgiving quickly. Love your spouse. Love the man or the woman of God that God has put into your life. And if you're struggling, it's okay to have Jesus and a counselor. I say this all the time. You can have both, right? Because they both help with your healing. They can both help to get you to that place where you are that whole person, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. I talk about this all the time because God does want us. He wants us whole for real individually, and He wants us whole for real in our marriages. He designed marriage for a reason, and He wants our marriages to be whole and full of love. I know what it's like to be in a situation that's not full of love. As I said, I was in a relationship for 12 years that was volatile, I didn't always feel affirmed. I didn't always feel encouraged. I didn't always feel loved. And so now I know what it is to be loved, to feel loved, to be encouraged, to have the man of God lift me up, to pray over me, to cover me. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're single, engaged, married, dating, courting, whatever it is, be encouraged. Be encouraged and don't be discouraged, because there is a love out there for you that is perfectly designed for you. Continue to seek God, continue to pray, be in His Word, and the man that God has for you will in fact find you. I wanted to talk about love today because it's my anniversary and I'm feeling the love. My husband designed a perfect weekend for us that was filled with God's presence. And so I wanted to talk about love, and I wanted to encourage you to not give up on love. Today, celebrate love. Celebrate love with your spouse. Celebrate love with your significant other. Celebrate love with your children and your family and your friends. Tell someone today what they mean to you and how much you love them. Better yet, show them, because sometimes you can show someone better than you can tell them. So as I celebrate love today, I want you to join me. I know it's late in the evening, but we're in different time zones. So no matter where you are, you can celebrate love today. Reach out and tell someone what they mean to you and how much you love them. Thank you all for tuning in. I've got to go finish celebrating my anniversary. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for every text, every email, every message, every note wishing me and Kenny a happy anniversary. We know that it is because of our friends and our family that we have sustained our marriage, because we know that there are people who are praying for us, and we also are encouraged by the people in our life. So thank you for tuning in. Be encouraged. Don't give up on love. Celebrate love today. Let someone know how much you love them, and better yet, show them. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Good to see you all.